Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading about, I think it's primarily an envy energy that I have coming through because the first two cards we have are You Have Talent, Take Advantage, and You Have a False Friend, Beware. So this could obviously be pretty closely linked in terms of perhaps your skills or talents are helping your career take off or garnering you some attention that's making someone in your social group a little bit jealous. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime chime. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's Friday Junior. All right, I think we'll start with the situation deck. I hope you have nice weather wherever you are. Maybe you want it to be snowy. It's rainy here. I kind of dig it. We have grip, anchored, chains, weighed down, ghosted or lost coming out sideways, and love affair, dirty little secret down low. This feels like somebody in a relationship that has had kind of spotty communication, so bursts of ghosting each other or ghosting one person because they can't be with somebody else. Like, I don't know, what would you take from that? With a love affair on the side here and somebody not really being able to fully cut themselves off from something I think they want. So this feels like we've got somebody who's struggling with the concept of letting go of a relationship before you start a new one. And I don't know, this false friend, this could be a temptation for somebody who's in a relationship. This could be somebody who plans on exposing. Okay, it's probably the last one. So there could be a situation where somebody is having to, make the right decision in terms of how to exit one relationship and enter a different one without there being any, feelings hurt or scandal, I guess. But we've got somebody who doesn't feel like they're trapped anymore. So I love to see this one in the reverse. However, there's still some anxiety here. So there could be an ex or maybe even a family member, obviously someone you would consider a friend, who has information they may feel like they should, you know, give someone else access to. But I feel like whatever information this person feels like sharing, they don't actually know the full story. What's up, Real McCoy? I hope you're having a great day. We've got somebody who feels like they know what's going on, but they don't. Interesting. So if any of you watched Bewitched, as a child or yesterday, whatever, there was that super nosy neighbor. I can't think, Krabappel? I don't know. That's maybe Simpsons. But it was some weird name. And she would always just be like in everyone's business. This feels like the energy that we have with this particular stuff. I feel like we want some Lenormand, which is a little unusual. I usually like to put it at the top, but we're going to live dangerously today, guys. All right. What do we have about this jealous friend? So we have the dog, which speaks of loyalty. For others of you, this could be that your partner is being tempted by a friend of yours. This is somebody looking with the mountain coming out, looking at their loyalty as an obstacle. Isn't that a lovely combo there? Like, I want to be good to this person, I care about this person, but it's in my way. This I always see as a symbol of peace. This is like somebody knows that there is some sort of knowledge that could tear down a foundation. So something that is perceived as loyal and peaceful has had some sort of temptation or struggle that could bring down their pretty established foundation. So this feels like a relationship that's been around for yes, Kravitz. Ugh, you are amazing. Yeah, this is somebody who feels like torn. Oh, you guys, there's a couple of different iterations of this. There is, I think, already something that happened and somebody knows. Like, this could be a friend who knows that somebody cheated on their significant other, and they consider both parties a friend to them. And they have to either hold on to this secret or tell someone that they respect what actually happened. For others of you, there's somebody who thinks they know what's going on and they want to be blabbing other people's business. There's definitely somebody's loyalty being called into question as to whether or not, I think, whether or not they can kind of keep something secret, even though it's not really something they want to be. They don't want to do this. That's not who they are. I feel like this is somebody begging a friend or family member, like, please don't tell anyone. I don't think that's going to last long. We have the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords. For some of you, there may have been a concern in terms of like catching something. But with the Seven of Cups, more so what I see is that there was some sort of party environment here that basically helps someone to justify doing something against their better judgment. And there was somebody who knows the affected parties and the person who did, what they did. We have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. What I see with the Seven of Wands is that somebody knows what they've done would break someone, but they're doing their best to not have to defend their actions. And with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, this is like an action to try to prevent someone from leaving. So this is getting kind of uncomfortable, like I feel like somebody is struggling with being dishonest on their own, and then they're also having to ask somebody they care about to be dishonest, basically. Good morning. How are we doing? We have Death in the reverse and Eight of Pentacles. Again, someone is doing whatever they can to keep this secret, like, not exposed. This could even involve somebody like, please just don't say anything. I know you really like that bike. I'll give you that bike. Or here's $100. Just shh. Like, I haven't thought about this in a long time, but when I worked in telecom, I had somebody approach me and ask if I could alter their phone bill. No, for like 8 different reasons. This is somebody doing the most to avoid having to apologize. Page of Cups in the reverse. And I think pull the wool over someone's eyes. Like, this Page of Cups in the reverse is like someone feels crazy because they're not getting the truth, but their intuition is telling them that something happened. And I feel like this false friend comes into play because there's an issue in terms of, well, but if this person's backing that other person up, then it's really hard for me to think that I'm being lied to. But I still feel this intuitive nudge, like this shit ain't right, Sorry, the Dr. Pepper just looked too tasty. All right. We're gonna go with the Metamuse. We have the Four of Cups and the King of Cups. You may be dealing with, or you may be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This feels to me like a masculine energy that's love bombing, a feminine energy that feels neglected, unwanted, rejected. So it's like some masculine energy here is trying to convince this person he's in a relationship with that there's nothing wrong. But this person feels like the energy's off. This feminine energy is like, no, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really believe you. We have Nine of Pentacles. This is like an independent, self-sufficient energy. So this King of Cups is trying to defend his acting as if he was single. So maybe for some of you, this feminine energy actually got some sort of insight from social media or saw some post that didn't make sense, realized that, he wasn't where he said he was, something along those lines, because here we are, the Seven of Wands coming out again. And this is basically somebody having to defend why they acted like they were independent, why they acted like they weren't married or in a relationship or living with someone. The Moon, Four of Swords. This is like what I heard was like hidden treatments, like somebody trying to deal with something that they don't want their partner to know about. So, whether that's trying to make sure there's no scandal or gossip going on, make sure there's no disease, make sure there's no pregnancy. Like this is not a good combo for me, especially under death in the reverse. Somebody's doing whatever they can to make sure that this relationship doesn't end. But it's going to anyways. Whoever I'm reading for, whatever was actually done was not one of those, oops, I tripped and fell in kind of situations, right? This is you consciously made a decision to be a totally selfish dickbag. So, right? This person knows whatever they've done, it's you don't heal from it. Like what I'm looking at with this Four of Swords, it feels like the three swords on the wall are three things that have already happened. This relationship was already strained, and I feel like this King of Cups energy was kind of not willing to admit that there could actually be something that would end this relationship, right? With this sword underneath the sleeping hottie, we've got somebody that is trying to hide a fourth mistake. And it's their last with this relationship, right? We've got somebody who realizes I've put in all of this work, I've been good to you, and you did me like that. So, see ya. Curtains. Princess of Wands. There may have been a loss of passion or a significant difference in terms of how they interacted physically that helped this feminine energy figure out what was going on. But I also feel like with the Princess of Wands in the reverse, there's something here about the playfulness or the sparkle of that relationship just like dying off. Like there's like no excitement here for this feminine energy anymore because there's no trust. We're going to use the Egyptian tarot to get a little bit more detail for you guys. I might have to retitle this one because this is a little bit more than a false friend. But we've got now the Ten of Cups coming out in the reverse, which is like somebody deciding they need to leave home. Somebody maybe breaking up with someone. Hierophant in the reverse. End of a marriage, end of a relationship, end of worshiping somebody. This could have been a situation where the feminine energy was just besotted, like completely in love with this person, and let a couple of things that really hurt them not end the relationship. And then this, whatever this situation is, this is like, no. We don't come back from this. This is, I mean, it was kind of like giving me vibes of what I saw in Frida when, the last straw happened. There's a desire for a new beginning here, building something different without all of the same arguments and without feeling the need to defend what it is you don't hold dear. I feel like somebody kept asking somebody to honor something the same way they did, and it didn't happen. For some of you, there may have been something to do with finding someone else's house key. Or I could also see these keys as potentially being somebody found a cell phone that was unlocked and did a little digging. We've got Empress in the reverse and Eight of Pentacles. This feels like investment or time or effort. What's up, pirate? Being given to a greedy feminine energy. So this Empress in the reverse feels like the dirty little secret that we have up top here. This would be somebody that probably struggles to contribute financially. This would be more of somebody that is given things or accustomed to being treated, right? And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is, I think, proof that somebody like this King of Cups, proof that this King of Cups invested in this Empress in the reverse. There's evidence wrapped around him, right? So something that's going on here in terms of maybe social media, somebody taking a picture or video that they shouldn't have. You know, times is rough when everyone has a video camera on them. You better, act right. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is crazy, you guys, because we have the Eight of Pentacles here, Eight of Pentacles here. And down below, we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Like, this is trying to hide sexual energy that was invested elsewhere with not the person you're in a relationship with. And then that leads to the Queen of Swords. This is a new law, right? A new boundary, a new, guess what? We're done. The Queen of Swords can be like an ex-partner. If the King and Queen of Swords come out, it's generally they've recently broken up or gotten a divorce. They can be divine counterparts too. They can just be like super intelligent, mind over heart kind of people that just like align really well. But quite often it's you've started, fighting with each other. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone has decided they are not willing to take any action towards a new beginning. Nope. I'm only going to invest in something for me. For those of you that don't know or haven't heard me say this, this is my absolute favorite card, all of the land. And it's maybe like super simple and doesn't make a lot of sense to you guys, but this, if you can master the Queen of Swords energy without being, a bitch, that's a beautiful thing to accomplish. And I feel like this Queen of Swords can quite often give me that vibe. In fact, right now, I would say it is. This is somebody who is responding to a disappointing revelation or situation by saying, you know what, this isn't what I want to invest my time in anymore. I may care about you a ton, but you know what? I care about myself more. I have standards. I know how I'm, treating you is solid. So if you're not giving me that back, I will go elsewhere and I will find it. This isn't somebody who is, using their words to hurt you. This is someone who tells you the truth. And sometimes it hurts because it's about expectations or boundaries. But this Queen of Swords is always like the virtuous Queen of Swords to me, like somebody who is potentially ending things or has boundaries for a reason, but she still has her hand like next to her, like, no, you can sit down. We can have a chat. I might forgive you. We might be able to resolve this, but I have boundaries and I'm not going to apologize for that. All right. We'll get some additional info with the Everyday Tarot because I use it every day. All right. What else do we have? That dang Four of Swords keeps coming out, you guys. So this feels more like the feminine energy deciding to, after implementing boundaries and saying, I'm not taking any more action here. Now she's going to find some time to thank you, deal with the healing that she needs to and recover from the emotional manipulation and the lies. When you have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, that can be somebody who was intentionally trying to mislead you, right? Not somebody who really cares about you, somebody who wants to keep secrets. When we have the High Priestess coming out with the Seven of Swords, that's somebody who doesn't want you to know the truth. This is somebody who is omitting things, making things sound better than they were, telling you where they were somewhere for 5 hours when they were really only there for 2. This is, even the fact that her crown is like 2 colors makes me think of two-faced, right? Somebody who wants to show you their pleasant side and not let you see, the dark side of their moon kind of thing. So with the Chariot in the reverse and 10 of Swords in the reverse, somebody is slowly but surely healing from something that had caused them to be stagnant. So for some of you, there could definitely be a Cancer sign associated here for you or your person. But I do feel like you've been able to determine that this situation was only holding you back from a real connection. And now there's motivation for you to really end the situation that maybe you had wanted to multiple times. And then this final act, as difficult as it may be, you know now that you don't have to keep going back and forth. You can actually dead the situation, right? King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who doesn't have the ability to be that loyal person. This could also be somebody that doesn't know, you know, how to manage their money really well or doesn't make a lot of money. But because we've got the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel like this is more about somebody who doesn't know how to invest in a relationship and do so consistently or, with honor, right? There's something that this King of Cups just kind of failed in terms of maybe I just fall in love too easily and I didn't really care about somebody that I already love, right? We have the King of Wands, and I feel like this is coming out to confirm with our Queen of Wands in the reverse down here that there was passion that overtook this person's loyalty. Remember, we saw loyalty as an obstacle. Now, this could literally be a friend of the Queen of Swords that, betrayed her and, you know, he betrayed her with. Or this could be somebody knew about this that was a friend of both of them, right? But there's definitely an element here where somebody was a little bit torn in terms of where their loyalties laid or lied. Well, definitely lied. All right. Sorry for laughing, you guys. We got to keep it a little bit light, right? But if you have been in this situation, know that you can you can take back that cup of love, right? And give it to yourself and focus on yourself. Do things that you love that maybe you didn't have a chance to do when you were in a relationship because you were building this, empire with somebody, right? Do like me, take up roller skating again. Write that book you've always wanted to write, start painting, start dancing, do something that makes you feel young or stupid or breathless, whatever it is. Go ride a roller coaster. Do things that make you happy and put that shit in the past, and you'll become a magnet for all of the people that do want something healthy, right? Because they'll see, hey, they don't need, like, they're not codependent, they don't need somebody, but they also know how to, like, you can tell they know how to love because they love on themselves. Like, don't do that in public. Just kidding. All right. What else do we have? We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. this is to me another ending card, right? Like there's no salvaging this thing, so I'm going to tend to my own wounds. I'm going to heal myself, and I'll have a greater understanding of what could potentially be out there in terms of options, and I'll be able to use my discernment to avoid that kind of shit going forward, right? Knowledge is power. It's not always a loss because you learn something, right? I'm not going to cry over the things that I have lost because I know that I have become a stronger person for having known that person. Whether it was you screwed me over and now I'm never going to fall for that shit again, kind of like you never get the same cold twice, right? Or you inspired me and you made me a better person. And maybe you're not in my life for some other reason, but I can still take with me whatever good memories I had or whatever inspiration you gave me in terms of being better to myself or being better to other people. So got to look at it as what did I learn and how did I get better, right? That's exactly it. King of Swords. This is you. Regardless of gender, you are now more intelligent, more adept at picking up on people's energy, discerning who has your best interest at heart, and being able to have these boundaries if you need them, right? Ooh, the Emperor. All right. So for some of you, we got some same-sex love going here. For others of you, this is like you standing in your power is drawing in an appropriate match for you. We've got the Emperor, and it's giving me Hierophant vibes, I think specifically because I'm zeroing in on his scepter, staff. I don't know. What do we want to call that? But there is somebody, a divine masculine here, that maybe in the past there was some sort of wrong time, wrong place with the Four of Cups here. I feel like this is somebody coming back. Page of Swords in the reverse. This feels like something you wouldn't see coming, or somebody that you haven't spoken with in a long time. I don't think this is like, somebody you see posting on Facebook every day. This is somebody who has a changed perspective, or when you encounter them, if they're from your past, you're going to see that they have leveled up, that they have become a better person or a more wise person. And you guys, I think, are going to just nonstop talking for 10 hours or something. There may be a little bit of an obsession here. For some of you, this is somebody that has thought about not choosing you in the past every day since that happened, whether it's been 5 years or 20. I don't get a bad vibe off of this, which is kind of weird. I'm going to get a couple more cards on this. More so, what I get here is somebody that knows how amazing you are and regrets not choosing you for whatever reason. Let's get a little bit more on that, shall we? We have Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Five of Wands, the World in the reverse, and Queen of Swords. This feels like this new emperor, this new person that could be coming into your life here is somebody that didn't partner up with you or pursue you because there was too much competition. So you may have been quite the heartthrob and they just didn't want to deal with all the drama. Maybe there was just a little bit of lack of confidence or concern that you maybe weren't ready for a serious relationship, but there were too many fish swimming around you. And with the Queen of Swords and the World in the reverse, there's a sense they may know that somebody's single. They may have heard that something ended here. And with the World in the reverse, it's like, oh, but we have unfinished business. So this isn't over, right? Dun, dun, dun. Plot twist, you guys. This is exciting. What else about this Emperor? We have the Chariot in the reverse, the Sun, Justice in the reverse. It's come to light, or they have realized that they didn't move on something that would have made them happy, and that that has basically kind of haunted them. So whether you are this emperor or somebody else in this equation, if you want something, if you feel passionate about somebody, and you decide that somebody else wanting that same thing is enough for you to walk away, make sure you're ready to live with that decision for a long time. Because if this is somebody that you think about often enough to have, a little bit of an obsession card come out here, that's not going to be something that you can easily remedy, right? That's going to be something you think about often. I feel like this is somebody who has had to think about that, realized that it was their unwillingness to come forward and speak to you their truth that has them feeling this injustice, right? This something didn't go the way that it should, right? Fish and fish. You guys crack me up. You're the best. Also, I'm going to try to, at some point around the holidays, do a reading giveaway, like just a couple of cards pulled for a couple of people. I'll figure out something, but if you guys have any preferences, you let me know, okay? We have the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups in the reverse. Somebody wants to come clean and be honest with you about why they didn't tell you how they felt, why they didn't, you know, make out with you passionately. Well, maybe they did do that. Do it over and over again. Aw, right back at ya. All right, let's get some more information though. What about this King of Swords? Yeah, change in perspective. King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is exactly like I called it, you guys. This is the person who has basically figured out their relationship wasn't right for them. They have a different perspective now on this selfish person that didn't really want to be loyal. They saw loyalty as an obstacle instead of something that they had worked hard for and won, right? Tell me about the Queen of Wands in the reverse, please. Queen of Wands in the reverse, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This feels to me like somebody who's panicking. King of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands. For some of you, this Queen of Wands wanted the affair to come out in hopes that she could snag a relationship with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, which is just innocent as fuck, right? Like, oh yeah, no, I can see you're really good at being in a committed relationship. Would you like to do that with me? Sorry. Judgments aside, we have somebody that has realized that whatever action they took towards the overly passionate masculine energy here was in vain. This Queen of Wands in the reverse is not necessarily going to get what she wanted from the situation either. Yeah. And with Devil coming out, this is just kind of confirming there's some sort of lesson here for this Queen of Wands in the reverse, right? Like you gave into temptation. You thought it was a good idea to, be with somebody that's already in a relationship, assuming that she actually knew, right? And now you have to deal with the consequences. So there could be gossip or some sort of fallout happening for this Queen of Wands in the reverse as well. We don't we don't wish ill on anyone, right? Ish well. Yeah, there's something not very pleasant happening for this Queen of Wands. In the reverse, it could just be feeling like she thought, she was going to have a loving relationship based off of this, you know, hot loving that was happening, but it wasn't more than physical for this King of Wands energy. Tell me about this peace lily. You got to have some additional good news here, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This is talking about loss. There is information on social media about this ending or this loss. And I feel like there's also people talking about this. There could have been, like, oh, did you see that the house went up for sale? Or did you hear that so-and-so's moving? There's some chatter going on. And with the Three of Wands in the reverse, it's shocking some people. I feel like this Queen of Swords ending the relationship was not something people really saw coming. I think a lot of people just kind of assumed this Queen of Swords would just keep dealing with the bullshit, right? Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. All right. So there's instability here for the masculine energy. And I feel like that's mostly what people are talking about is that, yes, there was an ending here. Yes, there was some sort of scandal. This Queen of Swords is somehow making a new beginning happen on her own. And this Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands in the reverse, both of them in the reverse, they're, I think, kind of dealing with financial loss as well as like reputational loss, right? Ooh, we got the Hermit. This feels like your energy. Whoever is walking away from this relationship, you've learned so much. And now you're able to see with the Lovers in the reverse. Now, that is not the kind of love that I want. Thank you. I love the jeans. You look great. Not interested. Moving on until I find my divine counterparts. Yeah, pretty much. Seven of Wands in the reverse, Five of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse. If you don't have the same values or if you are prone to jealousy or sabotage, then we aren't going to be talking. All right, let's get some Angel Romance Oracle and then we'll call it. So I bet we're already over 40 minutes, you guys. I talk so much. All right, what else do we have? Tell me about this Emperor coming in. Because we already know about this other thing. Oh, guys. I hope you have your nails done. I hope you showered. I hope you trimmed your beard. Obviously, not all of those apply to everyone, but, smell good because somebody good is coming in for you. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. It's like a Christmas wish. You guys, I can't talk. Somebody may have a little bit too much of a crush on you and struggle to talk. We have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. That's right. Hot girl winter, hot boy winter. Who cares? So I just had the image of Lindsay Lohan and crew doing that Mean Girls dance. So, look good, dress up, put on a little bow. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I feel like this is simultaneously talking about the relationship that's ending. And then I also think somebody who in the past didn't shoot their shot because they didn't think that you liked them. I think you do. I think you would be open to it at least. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So I feel like this could be somebody where maybe you did have a really good connection, more of a platonic connection. I can't talk, you guys. In the past, but you didn't, pursue anything. Maybe there was another relationship that got in the way. Maybe there was some sort of incompatibility that has been addressed because I feel like there's something about both of you becoming better versions of yourself over time. And now this relationship that didn't take off in the past that has someone feeling a little bit obsessed with you. Now I feel like there's an opportunity for this to like really take off and help you believe in love again. So, oh, I love this reading. It was a little bit touch and go there, but I think we had a good ending. So, let me know how that Emperor goes, okay? Have a great rest of your day, you guys. I'll be back shortly with a couple of other ones. Thank you for all the awesome chat.